We're live.
Hello, everybody. We leave off where we left off last time. You were in front of a old hag's hut. You have 4 children in tow who are doing jumping jacks off of your tiefling friend. And you have been given a laundry list by an old lady.
We sure do.
Warwick is doing that thing where he's like flexing his muscles and the kids are like doing like fake like pull-ups on them. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
Mhm,
definitely.
Hell yeah.
What are you guys gonna do?
Should probably get the children back.
We're right next to Polaris. We should check if any of their family is there. I know at least one of them goes back to Tatzelford.
That's true.
Didn't they all go back to Tatzelford?
I heard that only one child was taken from Tatzelford, but I could have misremembered.
Whenever Gala in the last episode brought up, okay, we're gonna take you back to Luma, they all said they wanted to go back to Tatzelford because that's where
Okay.
my home is.
Okay, then I
Okay.
misremembered. I'm sorry.
No,
That's my
no, you were told that there was only one kid missing.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
concern. Okay.
Okay. Who are all these other bitches?
Can Furry go up to these kids and like clap his hands together to try and get their attention? And just say, "What are your names and where are you from?"
You see them all turn around and they hear the clap and they look at you for a second and they kind of squint. And then they all start clapping really loudly near you and they just start like staring at you. They're kind of they're hazing you.
Furry's
They
gonna
don't
clap with them.
Yeah, they're just clapping with you and they're just like clap 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 clap. And they like look at you for a second and one of them speaks up and says, "You look really girly.
Okay.
Your cheekbones are too big. You should shave them. Can I have it?"
My cheekbones?
Yeah.
No, that's a part of my face.
No.
Yeah, they are.
I
And he
can
like
fix
pinches
it.
them.
Come here, I can fix it. You see them like trying to climb you. I don't know if you guys have been climbed by toddlers.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
hurts.
how old are these kids again? I can't.
So you guys had 4 kids.
Yes.
Yes.
2 of them are around like 5, 7. One is 12, and then the other looks like a toddler.
Okay, so one toddler,
Could
two.
could I try talking to them?
You can try.
Okay.
I'm rolling for every success in the interaction.
That's fair.
It's a secret
Warwick,
roll on whether or not a toddler likes you.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Warwick will look at all of the kids who had just been climbing him like a jungle gym. And Grace flying back onto his forearm, he looks at all of the kids and he goes, "If you tell me your names and where you're from, I'll let you hold her."
They immediately look away.
Like the honor. Not just anyone can hold Grace. Believe
Let me touch your
I
horns
know.
too.
Okay,
I
deal.
heard from my dad that feathers are the same as horns, and I want proof. I said he's stupid. I'm right. I need to tell him that he's wrong.
Okay, we can put that to the test. But you have to tell me that first. You have to tell me where you're from and what your name is.
You see the oldest one speak up and say, "I'm Crew," and the baby pinches, like scrabbles around the kid's head. Their name is Aerith. That's Neon, and that's Erebus. Then he points to the younger ones.
Can I get a spell check on that?
Yes, you can.
It's like,
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Oh. Oh, Todd.
Oh, ha.
that's so funny. These names are
Oh.
insane. Hmm.
They reach. Crew reaches his hand up and does grabby hands and says, "We had a deal."
You're right. You're right. Warwick will look at Grace, and like go to like lean down with her, and he will just tell Grace, "Gentle. Be gentle with them." And he'll also lean his head down so the kid can touch his horns.
Very gentle. And in fact, kind of just feels like genuinely comparing. Putting a hand over Grace's wing and carefully feeling over the side of your horn whenever you eventually stand up. He looks up and he says, "I knew he was stupid. They don't feel anything the same. I don't feel anything. Like, I'm gonna." Okay. We're all from Tatzelford. If you ask me our addresses, I don't know.
That's fine. Warwick will look back to the others to see if y'all have any questions for them also.
I don't think Perry would have questions for them specifically.
I don't either. I feel like Dea. I feel like it might be best to go to Tatzelford and ask around.
As long as we have their
good.
names, I'm sure they will.
Yes.
Word will spread quickly.
Yeah. Gala, do you have any questions?
Did we ask them what their parents' names were?
Oh, maybe they would know, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like, the 5 to 7-year-olds and the 12-year-old is for sure gonna know. So I would like say, Neon, how do you say it? How do you say, is it Euspius?
Erebus.
Erebus. And Crew, it would probably help us to help us find your family a bit easier if we knew your guardians' names.
They kind of look between each other and shrug. And Crew shrugs and says, "I don't know. I know their faces."
Okay, well that will be helpful. When was the last time you saw them?
A couple of months ago, I think.
Faces. Let's go. Oh, you saw them a few months ago. Then, have you been here this whole time, or were you just alone in Tatzelford?
I was usually just hanging out with my friends. Do you normally hassle kids?
Uh,
Aren't you like an elf? Aren't you like supposed to be ultra old?
yes, I'm 75.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Uh, I
You look
suppose I
it.
just. Thank you. It's quite young for elves.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not sure you.
Warwick is fucking laughing.
Oh my god.
um, I only really hassle children when I worry that they have been left to fend for themselves for months.
I mean,
Well, technically.
No, go ahead.
Perry was just saying, well, technically. Gestures to the hut.
Yeah, we
Well-
were with Granny for a little bit.
For a
She
little
grabbed-
bit.
Yeah, she grabbed us from those uggos in the armor.
Oh, yes, do you know whereabouts you came from when you were with them?
What?
What direction did you come from when she took you from the Uggos to her home? Do you know?
No.
Fair enough.
I will. She did say that she got them from south.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
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 The kids wouldn't know. I know I've told you this before, though.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like my children puzzle?
Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted by it, and I also think Dea is flabbergasted by it. I don't think Dea has interacted with children in any serious capacity ever.
Did you see anything or hear anything when you were with the guys in the armor?
Well, I could hear them, but they weren't speaking like people talk. I didn't understand them. They weren't using common.
Did you see anything weird?
Their tails were fat. One of them fell off.
That's neat.
It was kind of scary.
Did they look like lizards?
I mean, yeah. It was really hard to see them, though.
Were you taken at night?
Yeah, it was dark. They were
Do you
really
know-
loud, though.
Loud.
Yeah, they had really big armor on. The heavy kind that, he looks at Warwick and he says, no, yours is too puny and too small. You couldn't rock that armor if you tried.
Oh my god.
No, I don't
Just
think I'm
to
strong
say.
enough.
I know you're not strong enough. I know, because I know. And that is to say, you think that they might have had heavy armor.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do you know what your parents were? Did they say anything to you when you last saw them? Like, were they going to do something?
Last I heard, it was run, hide.
Mm.
Ooh, and then there was a lot of noises, and then the Tatzel worms came. There was a, what are they called? A Hydra or something? I don't know.
My goodness.
I don't remember a lot. It was kind of fuzzy. Couldn't hear much.
Why couldn't you hear much? Were you just hiding somewhere extra safe?
Hiding somewhere. Blood in my ears. I don't know. It's just kind of fuzzy.
Hmm.
Do you not feel fear, Miss Elf Ma'am? Are you too old?
Oh, you're talking about like. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was. Sorry, Ash. I was taking it really literal. Of like.
I
their
was too.
ears-
Oh,
I was
you
like, were
can.
these kids dead? Were they
No,
killed?
you
Yeah.
can. You can. You're just also being hassled.
Yeah,
I
we
am
are
an
talking
Okay,
unreliable
no, you're good.
narrator.
Yeah, I just. Okay, that makes. There's the two interpretations of like a heartbeat beating so fast is that you hear the sound of your blood rushing in your ears or literal bleeding. Okay.
I will say, writing off the fact that something actually whack's happening with these kids, I'm not off writing it off. I think something really weird is happening here.
Yeah, Gala is just the type to just ask questions. She's just
Yeah.
like, I don't. It's a fucking problem. Okay.
I love it. Please do.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
so right.
he's so right. He's so right, King.
Yeah. I have felt fear many times in my life. It's why I am a bit sad that you have had to experience it so young.
Gala, you see him freeze for a second, and he goes, "Boo!"
Ooh! Oh, that was like she like yeah, like she has like this second where she's just like she like and she like there's like a click where she's like, oh right, oh
Ah.
that was very good.
I know. I'm very scary. Mom told me so. You continue to watch as these kids will keep talking to you. And they are just fucking around. You see them like
Mhm.
jumping around the fence. Like
Mhm.
doing jumping contests where they're just like, I can jump higher than you, and they're like using the fucking fence to boost themselves. It's just like, did you see that?
Look at this thing, what I do. This little kid.
Yeah, like they do the thing where it's just like, wait, you have to look at me. Mom, look. Dad, look. Watch. And they do like a bare minimum like jump. They're just like, did you see that? I was so far off the ground.
Wow.
No.
Floric watching as all chances of maneuvering through the woods back to the village is evaporated instantly.
Yeah. We are literally herding cats right now.
Yeah, this is kind of like herding goats, I imagine.
They are kids, but
Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Warwick, I assume you are guiding the tater tots back to Tatzelford with your crew.
Yes.
Do you guys have anything you would like to say to each other? Because you guys sound pretty sus. I would like to hear an in-character discussion of the sus.
Yeah, okay. I don't know who'll be like hanging towards the back, but I think because like I don't think we can just let Warwick completely handle it by themselves.
mhm.
Don't worry, Solnisha's
So I
there
think-
to help.
Yes.
Oh yes, our giant lady.
Our giant lady who can carry them if they want to.
Oh
They
my
don't even
God,
have to walk.
right? They're
They
probably in the
would
fucking
love it.
hammock.
They would love a
They're probably
hammock.
like all in the
She's got
hammocks and doing swing.
everything.
Warwick, like,
Because she's
please
a walking
God, just
tree.
Yeah.
get up there and stay up there.
I don't care if you climb it, but stay on the tree.
They're gonna be hanging from her little branches.
Yeah. I'll say that the kids are occupied fucking around with Solnishka because this is wild. So
Ah,
you guys
That
can
It is
actually
have
crazy, yeah.
solves so many problem, actually.
A win for Dea. I do know how to interact with kids. Impress them with machine.
Oh man, yeah, he's gonna start tinkering toys.
Honestly, I think that Dea might broach the subject because I think that Dea kind of, as they're walking, would just kind of mutter to everyone. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something isn't quite right, I don't think.
It's a bit odd, though I suppose that could just be the aftermath of distress.
I definitely don't think that they're lying. But I
There,
suppose... Go ahead.
yeah, no, I think there are potentially a couple explanations. It sounds like they were with their parents in Tatzelford right before it was overrun by monsters.
Oh,
And
I just
I
had
would
a...
imagine. Oh,
I have I had a very not great realization. If we only knew about one missing child, it could be because the other families are already...
oh, yeah.
They wouldn't think
Ah.
for the children if they were gone.
Yes. I think they are assuming that these other children are dead. Because it seems like these children might have last been seen before the overrun of monsters, and if their parents died and they've just been kind of taking care of themselves, that might be why Tatzelford didn't think to say they had more children missing.
That makes sense.
That is the most, I feel, like, potentially logical based on what we were able to gather from the children.
Perry, do you have any thoughts?
Can I have a feeling this isn't going to turn anything up, but I want to try it anyways. Can I get a sense motive on the kids specifically to try and detect any control effects, or if I can glean that there might have been control effects? Because I get a +2 to that.
Smart.
yeah,
That's
sure.
a good way to use sense
And,
motive.
I'll give
Yeah.
a nudge fate for that.
Yeah, an extra +2, should say. That is not my...
Which one specifically?
I'll go ahead and do crew because he was the one who was talking the most.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find sense motive. Single perception, and you have a +2.
I have +10 to perception with an extra +2 for trying to sense control effects.
And then I would like to give a nudge fate if they need it.
Perry, you look at Crew. And you can tell that this is a kid acting as a kid does, but you think something is going on. You think there might be a magic affecting.
Squint.
Hmm.
I sense magic on this one. I don't
You
know what to do
don't-
about that, but
You don't think it could be something that could have affected their memory?
I would not be surprised.
If not about the actual attack, but maybe about what happened after. If... I suppose it's not an irrational thing taking captives necessarily, but I have to wonder why they would take the children. There has to be like a reason.
It would lure people to look for the children potentially. Or it could be connected to that cult.
Both are awful, I'll say.
Gala, I don't know if there's anything you'd be able to glean. Do you think you could take a look at the children? You're
Let me
better
see.
at the whole magic thing.
I can see what I can do. I think the only thing I've got prepared on me right now is just my detect magic cantrip, where I could at least do a pulse that would surround all of the children,
Mm-hmm.
and so I could see if there's any magic on any of them.
If it's a certain
Um,
number, we would know it might affect all the children. Like if there's 4 kids, right?
Yes.
So if we get 4 pings, that would mean that there's something on all 4 of them. Potentially.
Yes. Yeah. Um. Beyond the presence, perhaps. And I can and since I can cast 3rd level spells, I can learn the School of Magic for the highest level effect within range. So it's a particularly powerful spell. I'd do it. So yeah, I'll just do a quick detect magic pulse.
You put out a pulse and it echolates back to you. You feel 3 pulses of magic. The strongest is
3.
enchantment.
3.
Okay.
Oh. Maybe they didn't touch the toddler because baby?
Maybe.
Or toddler can't be controlled?
Enchantment is not a great sign. I'll say that.
It's really not.
Could be illusion.
Woo! Yep.
I would argue that's worse.
Yep.
Yeah, fake
That's all
children
good.
would be bad too. It's not on all of them. There is, I have 3, things, but I believe it's enchantment magic. They may be charmed.
Council
Or-
Force Gala has dispel magic.
Oh, no, not today. And I don't think ever, actually, now that I think about it. Yes, not ever.
Man.
Man.
That would be a really useful spell to have. Too bad.
Perhaps there's someone in Tatzelford who has it, or maybe one of our companions could
We do
do
have a
something.
lot of magical companions.
We do have a lot of magical companions. If we're worried that this could have
Would
ties to
probably
the
be
cult.
very-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Well, I mean, I know he generally deals in curses, but Tristan might likely have it as well, potentially.
Yeah, if we're worried that this
I
has
don't-
ties to the cult, then I was also going to suggest Tristan since he's been researching the orphanage.
I mean, if their parents are dead, they probably need to go to the orphanage anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
If no one's going to take care of them, they do need to be taken to the orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one Hamilton song? The orphanage.
To the orphanage.
I established the first private orphanage in Polaris.
Yeah. I mean, we did.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think we should still at least report to Tatzelford, since if someone there can identify one of these children, that would be huge.
I agree. I think
Um,
questioning Tatzelford. I like that idea.
And hopefully it will all be awesome. It will all work out, and we can take them back and to Polaris potentially and figure out what's going on. Or have someone come here.
They all are heading to Tatzelford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all head out, walking over. It's very easy to spot the smoke coming from civilization and from homes, and to feel as the woods clear and you are back in the town itself, Tatzelford. Where are you guys gonna go exactly? Are you guys going straight back to Roy and Latricia?
I feel like that makes sense. Even if at the very least
Yeah.
to update them, like, hey, we got the kids.
I agree. They know what's up around town. I think that them as our main contact, not content.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Yeah,
main
they might have
content.
seen like the kids around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys make your way, walking over. The kids thoroughly tired out from Solnishka. She's old news. As they start running with you all, uh, pointing at houses and be like, "That is an inn."
No, it's not.
Praise me. Are you gaslighting me?
Big word for a little brain.
What does that
You're
word mean?
little. You feel a little fucking shoe shove into your shin.
Curses in fantasy German.
The 0 hit you.
0!
0. This kid has a negative. I don't know what you want. He rolled a nat
Aw.
1. I imagine the kid
Oof.
just like goes to kick you for saying that and then just lands straight on their back.
Full Charlie Brown.
Perry is gonna act like the kick landed and dramatically fall to the ground and say, ah!
I know I didn't hit you.
Well, alright, fine, take all the fun out of it.
You have a knife on your leg, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway,
I have a knife in my corset.
well, we're not reaching into that.
Scary.
As these kids run with you to find the founders, who knock?
I knock.
Yeah, like I'll do.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Gala, you knock, and you see a giant woman before you.
Hell yeah, brother. Hello. Did we talk to them before we left? Wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, I remember her. Okay. We have found some children, and we were hoping you could help us figure out. They say they're all from Tatzelford.
All of them?
All of
That
them.
is what they say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that I think that the oldest ones might be from before Tatzelford became overrun, though.
I see.
So, perhaps if you recognize them, or something, we're just trying to figure out where all the extra children came from, basically.
Well, she nods, and says, "Well, you're right. There was only one child missing, but there's no miscount. There is only one child missing,
I see.
and it's Crew."
Mm.
I knew something was wrong. I knew it.
I don't know who the other three are.
I have a question, and this is technically, I have a question for y'all and for God. Has Crew been the only one talking to us?
The other ones would talk. I just don't know how to talk as a 5 to 7-year-old
Yeah,
or a
so
toddler.
fair, so fair. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Oh yeah, they've been like hounding and hassling you. Crew is just the only one that I'm just like, yeah, that kid can put words together.
That is, yeah, that is giving us the most coherent answers.
Mm-hmm.
Then, well, okay, so Perry sensed a magic effect on Crew,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I only got 3 pulses of magic. If Crew, I could see Crew being enchanted. I still like the idea of the oldest ones being enchanted, specifically because they are at the age old enough to question when things don't line up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it would make sense if it's like if they need to have stories line up,
Mm-hmm.
you have the ones who are able to actively communicate,
It
be enchanted to believe something.
it might be worth like going to each of them individually, maybe like separately, like
Mm-hmm.
alone, and like asking them the same questions to see like who says
Yeah.
something different,
That's a good
Mhm.
idea.
even if it is the toddler and they can't communicate as clearly. Like they might be able to say something.
That actually would be a good idea. If then we should all ask the same questions. So
Yes.
I think if we just do it where we, especially to help make it easier on the GM, if we all just ask, like, make a list of the same questions we ask, we can like each figure out what child we're interacting with, and then
Mm-hmm.
Ash can do like rolls of how the questions figure out.
Yeah. I don't think we need to ask a lot of questions. We could even like ask similar questions already, like, where are you from? And I don't know, like a kid who is like, not from here.
Yeah. I think we could also ask how long they were at Granny's, or like how long they were away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because getting like it's a like cause it's like it's okay if it's not like if you're not entirely sure, but like if we also try to push for them to give like a number of like days or months,
Mm-hmm.
that will also be like, you know, if they say like because like 3 or 4 months I feel like is close enough where it'd be like, okay, maybe you're just like one of them's just remembering it, or maybe it was like
Mhm.
3.5, but like if it's like 3 or 6 different, I think that's different enough.
Yeah.
So I think where are you from? I think if we could also ask, like, maybe if they know what house here that they used to be in.
We could, after we do this, we can walk them around town and ask them if they recognize anything, too. That's a
Right,
different
because it
idea.
has been
Questions idea.
rebuilt a little bit, but there
Yeah.
should be like the general layout should be the
Yeah,
same.
I think that's a, yeah.
Where are
Okay,
you
sorry.
from? How long were you gone?
Mm-hmm.
So where are you from? Added what house? How long were you gone? Um, and how long have you all been together? I think is also important
Mm-hmm.
because that might not be the same.
Yeah. That's a really good question, yeah, because they might not have all came at the same time.
Yeah.
They would say that they're all from Tatzelford. They would all be able to place their house, but I will warn you, if you go to ask the parents about them, the parents would know who their children are,
Mhm.
but the children would be recoiled and say that that is not their parents.
Oh.
It would cause general distress. from the
Wait,
parents.
so you're saying if we like hypothetically talked to these parents, they would recognize these children,
Oh no.
but the children will not recognize the parents.
Oh no.
Not as parents. They would say that they know them, but they would say that that's not their parents. Except for
Um.
Aerith, who seems to not recognize any of the houses. And for how long have you been gone and how long have you been together?
Mhm.
All of them would give the same nonchalant a couple of months, I think. Sorry, I keep dropping my dice. I love my fidget. Crew would say that he's been here not that long and that Neon and Erebus have been here the longest. He found them, and then Aerith is the most recent addition, who's only been here for about a month,
Okay.
maybe a few weeks.
Okay, these answers are fairly vague, but we're already under the suspect of them being enchanted. Do we think that we would have all of them? Like, do we? Because like I'm kind of imagining since we talked about separating the children. Do we? Do we
The
all
most
think?
awful thing is that they have very consistent answers.
Yes,
Mhm.
which
I
means
will say.
very good spell. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm specifically asking because and it doesn't matter who we think is assigned to who, but more along the lines, do we think all of our characters would try like having the child like lead us to their house and also talk to the people in the house?
I would want to talk to the people in the house. Like I would want to try to talk to adults in this.
I just
town.
want to make
Yeah.
sure it was
Mm.
confirmed that we have one instance
Mhm.
of a child recoiling.
Yeah. We can
Okay.
definitely say that
I just wanted
Dea
to
did that.
trust.
Yeah, because I would have wanted to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Crew would have entirely recoiled
Yeah.
from these people who claim to be his parents. He claims that he knows them, but that's not his parents.
Who do you
It
think
would
they
cause
are,
general distress. He would just remember them as some adults.
Yeah,
Okay.
some people he's seen around.
Okay.
Um, I want I know the toddler isn't going to give a ton of answers because they're a toddler.
Yeah.
Zappa.
This is so weird because now this raises the question of like, why did they say only one kid was missing if there are parents here that also recognize like the other kids?
Maybe
Ooh,
this
they
might
enchanted?
possibly enchanted, could also potentially be changeling type shenanigans.
literally
And
gonna
their
say-
kids, they're like the
Yeah.
kids that they've had in their house are just not there right now, so they're like, yeah, that's my kid.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be that
Mm.
because if it was because my earlier issue of like what if some of these kids were like dead and weird shit is happening, we would have heard from an adult by now. Like, oh my god, that's a kid I
Yeah.
know is dead.
Yeah, because especially if the parents are recognizing the
Yeah.
kids, that would be like. But
This
it
feels
is weird
very
that they didn't
changeling
report
to
their-
me as Panini.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it feels like Crew could be the real Crew because Crew is actually like missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for
Mhm.
the at least like the other two, maybe
Yeah.
we could talk to the parents and be like, "Hey, your kid is like home already, right?
I'm
Like they're
also-
here?"
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Is that good?
Would you like me to tell you what would happen if you bring that up?
Oh god. Yeah.
They would say that they do recognize that kid, but not from Tatzelford. They remember them from the orphanage in Luma.
Oh,
Okay,
what?
great.
Fuck.
Is this
Why?
true for the other 3 children?
Yes.
Okay. So, Crew is the missing kid,
Yeah.
for sure, and that means the other ones are missing children from
Yeah.
that orphanage. So
I
maybe
think-
they're the ones in Well, no, Crew has the thing on them. Yeah, the
Crew
top
has
is
the thing
probably
on them
just 2,
too.
maybe.
Just
Well-
to be safe, can I sense motive the,
Yeah, I will.
the adults that we talked to?
I would love to do that. Going back around to the magic on Crew with sense motive. I don't necessarily know if it's like I sense magic right now, but magic might be affecting how he is talking about stuff. So magic might have been used on him at some point, but it might not be active right now. That could be a really specific loophole that Ash is trying to confuse us with.
Man.
There
Oh.
is also the possibility of a ritual, which means it would take a lot of work to dispel it.
Yeah,
and then,
because that
in
hag
some
was gonna
situations
do
can't
one.
be done.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of whack shit happening. I obviously. Oh, sorry. We're gonna do Mackenzie's thing, but now I'm just like, and now we have to find out if there's even kids missing in our orphanage.
I mean, we knew something shady was happening.
Yeah, but we didn't have confirmation that kids were missing. I don't think.
No.
No,
did not.
I don't think. Yeah, we did not have confirmation
Yeah.
of the children missing. But we did have suspicion that something was happening in the orphanage. So like, this is
Yeah.
like gonna be distressing.
Yeah.
But it is kind of a thing of like, all right, so worse than we thought, but we have found
Yeah.
3 children. We didn't know were missing, but we found them.
We sure found them. Sorry, go ahead,
found
Mackenzie. Do
something.
your thing. You had an idea. I just immediately started screaming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't remember if I had like a specific thing. Oh, I think I just wanted to clarify. So, the parents that are like, I recognize these kids, but what they're saying is, we're not actually the parents. This is not actually my kid. I just recognize the kid from the orphanage. Or are they saying that they adopted them?
Oh yeah, they would say that they recognize the kids from the orphanage. I imagine that there's been a lot of adoption talk between the towns. I also just imagine that you guys are generally reaching out to anybody that is a parent.
Mhm. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead. You do that.
They are telling the truth,
Okay.
and they seem to be under no influence of any magic.
Alright, slay.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
scared.
All of these fucking quests are all connected. It's all connected.
It's all connected!
This is connected to chapter 8, and you don't even know it.
What the
What
fuck?
fuck?
What the
Stop
hell?
that.
You keep
right
that shit
now.
to yourself. You keep that shit to yourself.
Say something else weird.
I don't know. Chapter 7.
No,
Aw.
all of Kingmaker is like that.
I mean, as much as we would like to probably return Gru to his family, that can't happen because of the whole situation right now.
Yeah.
And we
That
definitely can't
just-
just drop them off at the orphanage. So, I think, but like, I do think maybe we could bring them back to Polaris and be like, hey, friends, what the fuck is happening
yeah.
to these
Hey,
kids?
sisters. who
At
wants
the
to
very
babysit?
least, to examine them, because I think
Yeah.
everybody in this town and us are all like, something weird is happening. We are the leaders and we have magic people. We need to go figure out what's happening with these kids. We're gonna just take them back to Polaris for a minute.
Tristian was also looking into the orphanage while
Yeah.
we were away, so maybe he found something out while we
Yeah.
were gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perhaps he might have seen evidence of missing children too.
Mm-hmm.
Because if there's more than these 3, we would like to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Problems
I
keep
do
happening
think
and
it
we're
might
not
be
being
a ch-
told.
Though I do think if there's no evidence of missing children from the orphanage, like, couldn't it be changelings in the orphanage?
Yeah, it could be, especially if we're dealing with a cult that deals with like Garona and hags. Changelings and hags go hand in hand.
Yeah, not that we know. Not that we know
Not that
anything
I
about
don't know
hags.
that.
We don't know.
What?
We don't know jack shit.
We don't know.
Huh?
We don't know shit about hags, but like,
Nope.
you know, what man?
Sorry, I have to be
This is
stupider,
not a
you're right.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking about like,
Damn.
what are we gonna do with? Because I'm pretty like me, Hannah, player, is
Hello?
pretty sure that it's like changeling children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
will
are we
say,
gonna do with all the
Hello?
changeling kids?
Oh.
Hi. We
Hi.
Sarah?
Changeling is a rare, versatile heritage. I would have to roll to see if Gala knows what a changeling is.
Oh.
Oh, yep. Actually, you're
Yeah.
correct. We might not know
They
what
are
it is.
extremely rare. It's
I
supposed to be kind
mean-
of like a tiefling thing, where it's just like tieflings are not common. Most people do not know about actual stuff with tieflings. What I'm saying is that if I roll this, if you roll low, you can still know stuff about changelings, but if you roll high, I can give you lore.
Ooh.
I mean, we could do the check. I mean, would changelings, even just in a general sense, be like in fairy stories in this world?
Kind of.
Kind
It's more
of.
like a legend. It's a cryptid thing. It's like the Hodag.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh. God, it's sorry. I just am now laughing at the idea of rolling jack shit on changelings and being they're not fucking real. And Perry as like a fae person is like, oh, they're not?
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah,
fae.
they're tied to
They're not
hags,
fae.
like I said. They're a
And
unique
hags
thing.
aren't
don't-
fae.
Yeah, I thought hags were also fae, so that
Oh,
actually.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, hags are not fae. They are their own special little piece of
Mhm.
shits.
Oh, okay.
and
Because
hags do
yeah,
each
that
other.
helps fill in some information. Because I'm like, maybe Perry might know stuff, but okay, that is filling in some blanks for me.
Fae and hags do not like each other.
Ironically, yes, they very much don't like each other. Two chaotic forces versus each other. If you want to know who most likely does know about hags, it actually would. Their best roles would actually be Gala and
Oh.
Warwick.
That's so fucking funny.
That's really
I
funny.
mean-
Fair enough.
The ones who I'd have the lowest DC for anyway. Everybody can attempt this role.
Yeah, can we do that? Just like I know it's not prompted by anything, so I don't want to just like say.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, absolutely. If you guys are ever just like, oh, hey God, can I like not talk out of my ass, or just like I want to see if I can
Okay.
garner
Awesome.
more, you can always just be like, hey Ash, what the fuck is a Galtian tongue twister? And I'll just be like, yeah, sure. Let's see if you know what a Galtian tongue twister is.
Ash,
I hope.
I'm shaking your hand because we both fucked each other over intensely on accident with the fucking shit that is happening right now. I have to act so stupid.
Yeah. Well, this is being rolled. I'm going to say we are taking our 15-minute break because Sarah needs that.
Yeah.
So they aren't here yet, and I just got. Oh wait.
And we're live.
Hello. Children puzzle.
Children puzzle.
I know you're
How we
talking about.
feeling?
I know you're talking
What?
about the actual kids, but I just imagined you handing us a little toddler toy. How goes
Accurate.
moo?
Calco's moo.
The Howdag says this. Cue working out. It doesn't say fucking anything because it's not fucking real.
Yeah.
The Hodag says, "I'm real."
Yeah!
No, you fucking don't. I can't wait to figure out that whole situation. That's gonna be so, because it's so funny, regardless of who's right.
It's gonna
I
be so
also
whack.
can't wait.
The debate
wow.
of the fucking decade.
Hello?
Yeah.
How we feeling?
Cue Harry and Dea being like, "It wasn't real this time."
Feeling like we need to go to Twistian.
Yeah.
I think
It's
Jadal
bad.
also. I don't know. I don't know what dispel magic as a spell is.
Oh, that's fair.
I
don't know who
I
has
meant to
access
talk about
to
the
it.
orphanage. We can definitely go to her for dispel magic.
Jathal does not have access to magic.
Oh, okay. I don't know how champions work at all.
She
Which
doesn't
is
have
why.
she doesn't have good magic citation.
I think they have access to magical
Yeah.
abilities, but they don't have spells. I think that's the biggest difference between them and like a paladin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I still know so little about like Pathfinder specific stuff, so I'm just like,
Oh.
I don't know. I think it's like this. Oh, okay.
I keep forgetting she's not a
careful.
mage, honestly. I don't know why. I think it's because her and Gala are really close.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Magic
say
by
that?
association.
Sarah?
Octavia might have it because she's a wizard.
Oh my god, yeah!
Ooh, that's a good point.
I forgot wizards can get that.
Yeah.
Thank you, wizard.
So you guys are making your way back to Luma?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I imagine we're taking the not crew, but the other kids with us, or are we keeping them
I
there?
think
and
we
gonna
should
sneak-
keep crew with
Yeah, I think we should
us
keep
because
all of
crew
them.
can't be left with the parents. Remember, because it's too
Oh.
distressing.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
sure.
telling the parents like, hey, we're gonna figure this out, and like we can be trusted because we're government officials.
The
you know what I mean?
leaders.
And like taking him with us while we check them over is good. Oh wait, Ash, what was the verdict on the changeling recall knowledge rolls?
Yes.
Oh
I was going-
yes.
Thank you for reminding me. I have it fucking written down. We're gonna go down the list. Here we go. Gala,
Yes.
you do not seem to recall much of anything about changelings. You have heard of the tale of how hags reproduce, but you thought it might have been an old wives' tale made to keep mothers from leaving their children alone for too long. But this is beginning to make you realize that this is very much real. It is not a common issue in deeper Keonan to deal with anything other than elves.
Mm-hmm.
But you have heard of tales from outside of your time in your home. If you would like, later on, you can make Gala research hags, but you will have to choose which hag specifically,
Ooh. Okay.
because they are very, very different. Perry, you did not think changelings were real.
Changelings are where we draw the line.
Yeah, changelings are where you draw the line. I'm going to put this in a way that I think is real. I think that Perry could not comprehend the concept of a changeling as an idea purely for the fact of what happens to the other baby then. I think that it would be a bit painful for Perry to feel in the back of his eyes, if that makes sense. A concept beyond pain. Dea, you know a little bit about changelings, just in the fact that it is a issue that sprouts in Bevroy every once in a while. But you have never seen it in action. But Warwick, I can tell you, you do know about changelings. You got a nat 20. Which is
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Because I'm going to say this very bluntly. 2 of you got nat 1s, and another you got a 4. So I'm so sorry. These are just terribly unfortunate rolls.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
I'm not gonna tell you who though.
Yeah,
Uh,
understandable.
we're gonna paint this in a way. It happened to a neighbor where one day you came home and your mom was talking about how the baby next door was crying a lot less than usual. And eventually, as the baby grew up, they became rambunctious and were known to cause a lot of trouble. And then it was discovered through testing that the child was a changeling, most distinctively known to be caught in a way. Excuse me, I don't know why I phrased it like that. Changelings are most often caught because of a distinct feature that is common in most changelings, is that they are heterochromic with an unnatural eye color.
Mhm.
As well as other distinctive features such as hagnails, moving hair, and even abilities to see in the dark, even though they should be human.
Mhm. Do I also know that for changelings, they do not always like replace other babies?
Yes,
do
you do
okay.
know that they do not always replace other babies, though that is the most common way.
Mhm.
Just for the rest of you, just for like specifically Hannah and Sarah, changelings are not always produced in the way that like mythological changelings are. Changelings at their base core is a hag needs to take a baby or take a man and just be like, that's a baby, produce a baby, kill the man, throw the baby into the world.
Usually into the father's community, which is fucked up.
Yep,
Just leave them there.
man.
Essentially, they are what's the one bird?
The cuckoo bird.
Yes, they are essentially cuckoos.
Hilariously enough,
Oh yeah.
one of the types of hags got renamed to cuckoo hag, which I think is interesting
Yep.
because all of them still do that. So I don't know why they picked specifically one.
That one does it really well.
I just think it's funny.
But yeah, they are all essentially cuckoos. This is for your characters in general. I will say that because Warwick landed a nat 20, I imagine, would share this
Oh,
information so you
yeah.
all have access to it. I would love to hear how Warwick would discuss this issue.
I know too much about this. Okay.
She wrestled her.
Okay, so I think work, like, as we're all like thinking to ourselves, I think he would speak up and say, a long time ago, something like this had actually happened to one of the neighbors that we were living aside. The baby started acting different, and it wasn't until the child got older that they realized that the eyes were two different colors and there were signs of hag heritage.
Oh,
It's not always. From what I know of them, changelings don't always replace other babies, but this is also not unheard of.
It is not unheard of, but as all of you begin to think, I will throw you this. Changelings are done as babies. Crew is not a baby.
Yeah, that's what's worrisome about this.
You a doppelganger, son?
Do those exist here? 'Cause I don't know.
Other
I'm scared.
two are also not babies,
yeah.
but they have striking similarities to hag lore.
What they eyes look like?
You want to take a look?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come close, and I assume you do it in a natural way. Maybe you offer to let them pet Grace again.
Oh yeah, he's
maybe
making
even-
conversation with them. He's not trying to be scary about it.
Yeah, I even like, oh, I'll let you like look at my braid. I'll let you look at my tattoo. Oh, you can mess with my horn again.
Yeah.
And you get a long look. Those are homochromic. Those are the same eye colors.
Okay.
Okay.
What's also really interesting about this is that I remember you rolled for like if we knew anything about hags, and like Warwick doesn't really know anything about hags, so it's interesting that he knows about changelings.
I think it's very cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like not crazy because like tiefling, changeling were both uncommon, versatile heritages.
It could also be that you just like this triggered the memory, which is usually how
Yeah.
recall knowledge works since it's a roll.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was
I
just like
just
a thing
like
of
it.
like you might not know about the hags, but because a changeling was in your like area, it was kind of like, oh,
Ooh.
This sounds
I
familiar.
will also say, because I remember Hannah was the one that rolled for Giorna and knew about it. The cult of Giorna works for hags a lot of the time. Most of them are not hags. Most of them are human women.
so fucked up. I think it could be. If it is related to the cult, it is likely that the cult is trying to emulate changeling behavior. But since they aren't necessarily hags themselves, can't emulate, like can't do it exactly.
Man,
Yeah, man.
Man.
I don't know that we're gonna find anything else out just by speculating. Should we go talk to Tristian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should check in with him, and then we should find if there is magic, we can find someone who can maybe dispel something.
Away!
Away!
Away! You guys walk on. It does not take very long for you guys to make it back to your home.
Oh.
Welcome home. Welcome to Luma.
Polaris time.
Yes, welcome to Polaris. The kids look kind of startled. They are somewhere entirely new in their minds. But they seem interested. They do not seem against this. And you guys are on your way to Tristian?
Yeah.
Yeah, should we meet him wherever he, because we don't know if he's like at the orphanage. I would prefer
Yeah, I was gonna
not
go to his
to bring the
house.
children to the orphanage. Well, like
Yeah.
if he's at the house, things there, but like we don't know where he is.
We also, if he's our magister though, he could have an office.
True. As long as we can take the children directly to him, that's relatively private. I'm good
Yeah.
for that.
I think we should check the like, if there is an office. I think we should check that in his house first before we just roll up to the orphanage and then are like, "Hello."
I agree.
Yeah.
I want to ask about the orphanage, not go there yet. You know.
Yeah, I'm particularly hesitant
Yeah.
with kids in tow there if they're
Yeah.
doing fucky shit.
Or if they even like recognize them and they're like, "Hey, what the fuck? Do you know something?"
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing.
I do think I want just like work to make like a comment, like hopefully not around the kids. But as they're like walking, I think I just want him to comment that if they can't find a temporary place for the kids to stay that isn't the orphanage, he wouldn't mind looking after them at his place.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that would be very nice. Warwick suddenly becomes a dad to 4?
Father for 4?
Could be.
Could be.
Dad's in your area.
Could be.
Oh my god, Dilf
Hot
real?
single dads in your area!
Okay, okay. So you guys are making your way to Tristan.
Yes.
As you guys walk there, you would see a familiar tower shield outside of his door. You would recognize it as Valerie's.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, this can't really wait, so we might still want to just go and ask.
Yeah, we
She's
can
also in the
knock.
council. We can talk around. her,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's our general.
Knock, knock, knock.
Who knock?
I'll do it.
Dea knock?
Fuck it.
Hell yeah. Dea knock knock knock. It's quiet for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But then after a couple of seconds, you hear a chunky sound. I don't know how to describe it. A chunky sound. Very obviously, Armor walking towards the door.
Yeah, understandable.
And you see Valerie fully above you, looking down, taking a second, just saying hello, and then looks and sees children and just stares and says, "What is going on?"
Business, unfortunately. We were looking into a couple cases of missing, a case of missing children, but we have some suspicious worries. So we needed to talk to the Magister.
You see her kind of ignore you as she pushes past all of you and goes towards the kids. And she goes to the youngest, Arif, and stares, and she says, "Where did you find him?"
Do you know him?
Yes, come, she motions towards the kids and thinks. She stares and says, "Go get your madam. Go get your madam. Go get Octavia."
Yes, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my woman. And I would explain it to her. I can roleplay that, but I can also, it can be a quick thing if you want.
I'll make it a little quick thing as a little treat for embarrassing you. You knock on Rag and Octavia's door, and you're pretty immediately answered by Octavia. She has like a ladle in her hand, and she's just like looking, and she's just like, "Oh, okay," and she just chucks it over to the side and says, "What you do? What can I do for you?"
I hope I'm not interrupting in the middle of you cooking.
Oh, I wasn't cooking. I was gonna beat the shit out of you. What's up? This was a weapon. I don't cook.
You're right. My apologies. I know I don't often ask for your help with work, but we might need a mage's touch for something really quick. If I can borrow you for a second.
Oh, is this an oddie thing?
Is it a what?
Is this a naughty thing?
No, unfortunately, there are kids involved.
Okay. I don't know how to be around kids, but if you need me, I'll go. And she throws on a coat and she walks with you back to Tristian, and she sees everybody, and she's like, "Howdy, y'all."
Hello.
Hello, Octavia.
Look at all these rat munchers, and she starts like pulling at the kid's hair.
who, who would like to start?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna offer that you guys could skip the chit chat and just say that you explain everything.
Oh, Slay,
and give
I
it
love
to
Yeah,
when
we
people
do-
let us
yeah,
do
we
that,
do
please.
love the
In
information.
a lot of
Yeah.
detail, yeah, because we are like, what the fuck is going on?
Fun fact: there is a spell actually for downloading information into people's brains.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I remember. I remember. I thought about taking it for Gala at one point.
It's a very good cantrip. Whenever you get another cantrip, I totally recommend it because it'll be very funny to upload shit to people's minds.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll love it.
Mages will mind. But Octavia would be a bit startled, to say the least.
Yeah.
And she would just be like, "Oh, so you want me to get rid of the magic on these kids?"
Yes,
I
if
thought she
you
was
could.
just gonna stop at these.
On these. If you could.
Well, we'll see if it's a cantrip. A cantrip? What the hell? What the sweet shit? Fuck. If it's a ritual or something, I don't know how much I can help because that's real strong magic. It takes a ritual to take care of a ritual, and I don't have the proper magic to take care of a ritual myself.
That's okay. This is still worth a shot.
All right.
At the very least, narrowing down what can or can't be done is good enough.
I don't disagree. I'm just really scared because these are kids, and if I do it wrong, it will hurt them.
Is there any way we can provide assistance?
Memory spell? Maybe healing?
We can
Tylenol?
provide healing.
Tylenol. Tylenol.
Children's Tylenol.
Yeah, children's Tylenol specifically. Don't give normal Tylenol to children.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Octavia would crack her knucks, and I'm gonna see if she can deal with this.
Woo!
Exciting.
Be gone, D&D.
Be gone. Every time I try to look something up and it's like 5e and it's like, no.
Okay. I'm going to change the music really quick.
That's worrisome.
That's not a bad omen at all.
Maybe it went really good, and they're switching it to good music.
I
Huh?
hope so. Let's play it and see.
Okay. She cracks her knuckles and she focuses on one of the older kids. She focuses on Crew. And Perry and Gala, you would be able to tell that this is a 3rd level spell she's working.
Mhm.
It is decently strong magic, especially for your level.
Yeah.
And she puts a hand forward, and the spell is cast. And Crew just kind of looks around. And she's like, "What did you do?" And she looks and she says, "No, the magic is still there, but I do have an answer now.
What do you
That
think
would
it
be
is?
wonderful.
So this means that it's not just a normal magic. It means it's a curse, and I can't dispel curses. I can't remove them.
Ah.
But somebody of an occult denomination can. Somebody of occult or divine teachings can.
We sure know a guy who knows a
Yeah.
lot about curses.
Yeah, we got 2 specialized bitches here.
We got 2 bitches who can do it. But she nods and she says, "So I wasn't able to help with that, but I can provide some answers."
That was amazing, literally. We had nowhere to start.
Thank you.
I will tell you, I can tell that it's pretty strong though. If you give me a second, I can identify it.
Yes,
Please.
yes.
She moves forward. And she whoop. And it is okay. You guys watch as she looks back to you all and she says, "Well, I have 2 things. It seems like there's 2 spells put on them. Rituals, to be more specific.
I see.
One is, I still don't know how to say this word, Evigal?
Envigal.
Inveigle.
Oh,
It is more.
that's a bad one.
I
Envigal.
will send. Yes.
Oh,
That's the one
nice.
from the one we
The
interrupted
one.
forever ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
And then there's another issue. There's another ritual, but I don't know it at
Oh.
all. I've never seen anything like it. I think it's more divine than anything. Divine or occultish. I can't identify this.
That's worrisome.
If you all think it has something to do with hags, then this makes me very sure. It's a little, no offense, miss, this is a little bit too much cult magic for my liking. I don't know much about it.
That is fair. Your assistance is well appreciated nonetheless.
You all see Valerie, who's been probably watching this exchange, look to Octavia, and she says, "And now you need to watch the kids." As Octavia just looks over, horrified, and she's, "I didn't sign up for that."
God, come on. Valerie, Warwick offered to look after them.
They
We
can stay
need-
at my place. I don't mind.
Then Octavia can come with them. We need everybody here for something. We need bodies.
What for, Valerie?
If the kids go, I can explain.
Oh boy.
Right, okay. Vina, would you be willing to look after them for just a little bit?
She kind of like squints and like has a grimace.
I'll treat you to something really nice after this if you do.
Yes, it won't
Is
have
it
to be
gonna be
very long.
real?
What?
Yes.
Is it gonna be real?
Yes.
Anything
know
your
where my
heart can
place is?
desire. Sorry, go ahead, Mackenzie.
Do you know where my place is?
Of course I do. I know where all of you live.
Okay.
Even if it's more difficult for the others. And she looks to fucking Perry and Dea, inscrutable. And she does she does something.
Okay.
As all of you see a grand. Actually, I need all of you to make a saving throw.
Okay. All right, Octavia.
Little fun.
I might know what this spell is.
Whenever you have that, feel free to tell me.
What's the
What-
saving
what's the-
throw?
Yeah, you didn't tell us
Oh,
what
I
saving
forgot.
throw.
I'm sorry. We need a
It's-
saving throw. Okay, which one?
It's a will saving throw.
Okay, say
Cool.
thank you.
Can I
Sorry.
nudge fate on that?
I'll say yes. I'll say the mage is like,
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Oh. Okay, no,
Hmm?
never mind. I thought I had a thing for will saves. I do not.
Oh, do I have a thing for will saves?
Your nymph's token does something for it, but
Yeah, that I already used it today and it's run out.
Do we still have the effects of that one meal?
yeah. It hasn't. Well,
Oh!
actually,
Oh.
the onion soup and the cheese.
Mm.
No, it's been 2 days.
oh yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Alright,
That
so I
makes
just
sense.
wanted to clarify.
No,
Right,
100%.
that then.
Always.
Yeah, always.
The plus one is the
Uh,
nudge fate.
Yes, I assumed. You guys watch as something kind of crazy happens for Warwick and Gala. Is you watch as Octavia's face is suddenly not her own, and she looks the same as Crew.
Oh.
And she is running backwards. She's like, "Come on, you little squirts!" And you watch as her face and body pop between the appearances of the children. Eventually, what looks like a running toddler is going 30 feet a minute.
Oh my god.
Uh,
World?
Dea and Perry, you just see Octavia with a magic haze around her body.
That's crazy. Octavia, I love you.
Octavia, I love you.
That spell is called Exchange Image.
Ah!
Wow! I did not know that spell. That's crazy.
I remember that one.
I exaggerated a little bit, but it's okay.
That's
I'm
okay.
God.
Rule of cool.
Rule
Yay.
cool. And you guys are left with Valerie, who looks a lot less fun as she is glaring.
All right. What has happened?
those children are supposed to be in the orphanage right now.
We had feared.
That baby there was the most recent victim.
How long ago?
Only a couple of weeks, I think a week at this point. And you guys would be able to pin that as about the day that you guys dealt with Kundal.
That's crazy. Didn't they say that it had been a couple months?
Yes.
So it felt longer to them.
Yeah.
Well, they did. They did say that Aerith was the last to join them, and
Oh,
that
okay.
was only
Okay,
a
you're
couple
right. I'm
weeks.
sorry. Okay, you're right. Okay. Sorry, I thought all of them. I was really like, oh god, fuck.
Yeah, don't worry. She would nod and say that we had recently found out that who we thought was Aerith was actually a changeling in a crib.
Oh.
Also what we had feared.
Neon and Erebus, uh, who we thought were them, also were changelings. Older, but still changelings.
Unusual.
So
Are
The
what
they
is
magic
doing
around
this?
really young?
those two had been dispelled. They no longer look like them.
Okay.
You can thank Tristian for that.
Thank you.
As you say that, Tristan comes out and he's just like, "Are you, Valerie? We were supposed to discuss this inside." Hello everyone. You can come inside now.
Thank you.
As he opens his door.
I will shuffle on in. Vibes are bad.
Yeah.
We had been wanting to touch base with you about this status of the orphanage after we picked up the children.
Yes, we have tracked the issue down. Let me find it. Please do not scream. I am simply a little guy who has a 500-page book.
Start screaming.
Ah. Polish.
Polish.
Whoa, who the fuck is this?
Your best friend.
Best friends.
Best friend.
That's fine.
Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to track something down.
Some crimes could never be forgiven.
Oh, thank God I found it. Okay. Sorry. I'll explain in a minute. But you see Tristan raise his hand and say, "Yes, the leader of this cult has been discovered.
Oh, that's wonderful.
A midwife named Malgorzata Niska.
Oh, good lord.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do
Fitting.
you see?
Yeah, no, fair enough. I was like, there's the Polish.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I almost had it.
It's pretty.
It is
Mhm.
pretty. He would nod along and say, she's more locally known as Goody Niska. She's a midwife. She's been here as long as Polaris has had the promise of a orphanage. I have not had the chance to confront her, as I'm afraid that it would be very easy for her to deny it. What me and Valerie were thinking of doing is trying to find out where their meeting is so that we can
Get
put out a
different.
warrant,
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
Right. We'll have to be careful with how we approach it. You're right.
I also wanted to um, briefly ask you something.
Mhm.
What's wrong with Lindsay?
What?
What do you mean? What's wrong with Lindsay?
Valerie speaks up and says she's been acting strangely and she's been talking with Grigori. We've been at the town hall fighting for our lives against her and Grigori's bardic tales about the leaders, including
Wait,
herself.
you mean that
What?
she's joined him in slandering everyone?
She's slandering us and herself.
She was supposed to go against him. That's what she said she was going to do when we left.
He
And
has to be
she
doing something
was
to
the
her.
first day.
There's
He
no
did
way.
something to her, like Dea said.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way she would have turned coat like that.
Do you know where she is?
She's at the town center now with him doing his rounds.
About looking for this meeting for the orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any leads or a timeline, or are we just trying to keep our ear to the ground for now?
Our greatest idea is to keep an eye out on the orphanage itself and anybody inside of it.
Okay, we can definitely do that, but I don't want to leave Lindsay there any longer than we need to. I think we should handle this if we know where she is. I think that he would say that to the party because I'm now very concerned about what the fuck's happening with Lindsay.
It
Yeah,
would be easy. Yeah.
Perry looks very worried.
Yeah, Warwick is like,
I think Dale
And
looks
we know where
pissed.
Yeah, and we know where she
Mhm.
is, and it would be easy enough to go up to her and like check what the fuck is going on, and then be like, "You did something."
Yeah, you bitch.
Can we go get Octavia?
Yes, I'll watch the kids.
Okay.
If she has another dispel magic, I have a feeling we might need it.
Even just having her expertise on it, more mages in a kitchen, I've realized, is better than less.
Mhm. This is very serious.
Everything happens all the time.
It'll
I'm the only
never
one.
end.
I'm the only one allowed to chop people around here. What the fuck?
Kind of fucked up of a government official to say that. Don't say that out loud.
It's okay, we're in Tristan's house, just don't say it anywhere else.
Don't say it in Tristan's house either.
Yeah, that was out of character.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to pick up Octavia?
Yeah.
I'm swapping with her.
Yeah. Kid swap.
The kid swap.
And
Custody
as
swap in the gas station.
as we swap and they're about to head out without Warwick will just look at all of the kids and go, "Are you hungry?"
They kind of look at you and just say, I kind of want spaghetti-o.
What the hell are SpaghettiOs?
No, I said spaghettios. They're from Geb.
Oh my god,
Spaghetti-Os.
Spaghetti-O!
Wow.
Don't put that shit on me. Do not do that to me.
Wow.
That was really funny. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my
You can't just say
life.
whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I can. I'm God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, Ash is role-playing a 5-year-old. Of course they would say shit like
Anyway.
that.
Warwick will be like, "Okay, I'll need all of your help." Then he just looks at the others and he's like, "Go on, get out of here. Go take care of it." And give him a piece of my mind.
Please roll cooking lore for spaghettios.
Are we gonna learn the recipe?
I'll make
Not-
one.
I really hope we do.
No.
Yes!
I'm making spaghetti.
No, you're making spaghettios.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're 5. You think they'll eat anything else? They want their fucking beige food.
I'm using a hero point on that roll because that was bad. Okay, that's better.
The beige food farmed by the undead.
Sad beige babies.
Mm-hmm.
25.
25? Yeah, it passes. You make spaghettios. They're circular, donut-like, pasta. It's got a tomato sauce and a hot dog. Yeah, it's pastini, but worse.
The whole
Just
time
like
he's
the kids
making
like
it, he's
it.
like, "So what are these things that you're asking?" They're, "Oh, it's like this." And he's like, "Cool, I'm gonna have to make everything from scratch."
Yeah, they would tell you that, like, oh, it's really famous because, like, the little whole donut circle pastas look like skeleton eyeballs. And
Poor kid.
the hot dog was supposed to be flesh in Geb. So it's real. My
sauce
mom
is
told me
blood.
about it. Yeah, the sauce is blood. Blood and guts
This
and gore.
Man, they're
absolutely
freaks down there in
sounds
Geb, huh?
like. This absolutely sounds like a recipe like a mom would make up, but like made it like cool so that way their
Yeah.
kid would eat it.
For Halloween
Yep.
specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
While you get to make spaghettios with some kids, you guys are fucking hoofing it.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for the moment of levity because we're fucked up right now. I explained to Octavia and I'm like, have you noticed anything happening with Lindsay? We're now fucked up about this thing happening. You know, the whole shebang.
She kind of like looks and she says, "Oh yeah, I thought you guys were gonna do something about that." Yeah, let's go.
Things keep happening and then I'm not told about it.
Do you happen to have another dispel magic ready? Today?
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
I'm a wizard. I can use my spell slots. Funny.
I believe you. I don't
So
know enough about
true,
magic to
please.
argue.
Me pointing at sorcerer. I'm not like you.
I'm built different.
Haha, yeah. Let's get rid of these good vibes. The evil music, yeah. As you all walk forward, and it's very easy to hear the bard bullhorn as you hear Lindsay's voice. Not offensive in your ears, unlike Grigori with his soapbox. The leaders aren't here. This is a worse evil than Galt and Pitax put together.
Oh wow.
That's ooh.
There's no one here. How are we supposed to defend ourselves? How can the people speak up whenever other nations nearby are powerful, ready to conquer?
Can I immediately have a sense motive to see if she's under a fucking
You can't
charm?
see her. She's 500 feet away from you.
Yeah, it's being put into our brains. We have to find her. We have to find this halfling in this
okay,
crowd.
I thought we
Yeah.
were in on the scene. All right.
Nope. This is the effect of the spell Bullhorn,
Mhm.
which is a cantrip that puts a unoffensive and unobtrusive voice in your ear. It sounds like she's next to you or near you, but she's nowhere near you. This is a very
Mhm.
common spell for bards to put on performances or debates, and it
Yes.
gives them a bonus.
In that case, Perry is going to cast Warp Step and is going to start zooming through this crowd to try and find her.
I don't know if I have anything to make speed up myself up either, but I want to look for her too if I can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can get up on Solnishka for her height.
Hey!
Okay, that's what I'll be doing then. I'm sure it'll look crazy, but I want to find her. I'm scared.
No, it's okay. Gala, are you doing anything immediately?
I prepped for a different situation
I'm sorry.
because I normally have a variety. It's fine. I just don't really have anything for this. I have other things, but I just did not prepare for this, and so I don't know. I don't have anything.
Would you like to hoof it with Dea then?
Yeah.
You guys hoof it to run for the center of town. You find Lindsay on a box as high as Grigori, at his height, and she is yelling out to a group of people. She has amassed far more support purely because she's a leader.
Mhm.
She's far more humble looking than Grigori. And as she looks to you all, there's something wrong with her eyes.
Oh.
They look dazed.
Yep. Oh, God.
Fuck.
And you see that Octavia immediately sees that, pulls out a spell, and uses Dispel Magic. You watch the crowd disperse and look mortified as Lindsay keeps talking, and Grigori looks down at all of you, and the crowd wondering what the hell is going on. She looks to you all and she says, I used the spell on Grigori. I don't know what's wrong with Lindsay. It's something else.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, that's even worse.
Grigori, she looks to you, Gala, and she says, I can't say anything, but I can tell you what he was doing.
Yes, please.
He was using a spell. He was using, let me find it. He was using Yes, he was using suggestion
Suggestion.
and
Okay.
enthrall.
And
Okay.
enthrall. On Lindsay?
No, on the crowd. Something else
The
is wrong
crowd.
with Lindsay.
Well,
It's not
can
enthrall.
we? If we look out in the crowd, do we see people like looking confused or like coming out of the magic?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ash
Yeah.
mentioned
Yeah.
that when Octavia did that, the crowd started dispersing and looking embarrassed.
I want Perry to do a thing, but I, as Sarah, am nervous.
Oh, that's so interesting. I'm very interested to hear what your thing is because I also had an idea and I don't know if it'll all be good either.
I want Perry to like step out in front of the crowd and like alert people of that Grigori's casting magic and try to like encourage the people who just got out of their fucking haze to like raise their hand if they felt like they just woke up.
I think that's a really good idea is the thing because then we would be outing that he's using enchantment magic on all these people.
Hmm.
My thing was I wanted to go up and I actually wanted to like try to touch Lindsay. I wanted to
Oh
like kind of
boy.
grab her by the shoulders.
Man.
I'm not gonna object to either of these things.
I think I'll have Perry try talking to the crowd
Okay.
about that.
Okay, Slate, you do that first and then I'll go try to handle Lindsay, I guess, or get a better idea of what's happening with Lindsay.
How are you going to do that? I want to know how you say it.
I think. Oh god, this is the part that makes me nervous because I'm not good at talking.
You've got this, Sarah. You've got it.
You've got it, Sarah, and Perry's really good at diplomacy, so even if you botch it, your role might back you up.
Yeah, but if I botch it too bad, then the role won't matter.
But you gotta believe in yourself. You're a
Ah!
diplomat.
I'm a diplomat. I'm a diplomat. As soon as Octavia did the dispel and Perry looked around and saw the people looking confused, he's immediately gonna run out in front of Lindsay and Grigori and is going to call out, people of Luma, I do not mean to alarm you, but this man is using enchantment magic. Please, any of you in the crowd who feel like you've just been woken up from a spell, raise your hand. Our friend here just cast dispel magic after recognizing his workings.
That's a good one.
Please roll diplomacy.
Very informative.
fate.
You got this.
Please.
If somebody would like to give help, I will tell you the DC will be lower than 20.
I've got a +9 to diplomacy. I don't know. Because would it be better for me to do Nudge Fate or would it be better for me to try to roll for that diplomacy?
You can do both.
Yeah.
I can do both. I
If
would
you
like
do
to
both,
do both.
you would essentially give a +3.
That is something I would potentially like to have happen. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, how would Gallop back up Perry?
I am well versed in the ways of the arcane. I have also brought a wizard here to do this, as Perry just said. I watched I watched many of your faces look confused when we cleared the haze from your minds. Please understand, this is not meant to alarm you. We are just making it known that this man does not have your best interests in mind.
Oh, get him. Oh, get him.
Yeah.
That's good. Both of you are so
Uh,
cool.
Please roll diplomacy.
Okay, 8 plus 9 is a 17.
Okay.
And then do a nudge
Uh,
fate on Perry for a +3.
Yes. Perry, add a +3 to your diplomacy.
Ooh, thank you.
We have to succeed.
We have to.
You do.
Yay.
34!
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yes.
Fuck you,
Yes.
Grigori!
If that's not a critical
Yes.
success, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Get out of my
You
house!
watch as Grigori is on his soapbox and he looks startled and then embarrassed, and you watch as the effect of Grigori being pointed out at and brought attention to by Perry, and then any shame these people could have had for being led astray being just completely thrown to the wind by Gala. You watch as the crowd begins to come close to him, and you hear as they start asking, "What did you do with Lindsay? What did you do with our leader?" Lindsay is a well-liked leader. I don't think that's crazy to
Yeah,
say.
people love Lindsay.
Yeah. She's so easy to love.
She is respected and she is cared for as you watch Grigori begin to panic.
I
And
want
you-
to.
Go ahead.
Sorry, he's panicking, right?
Yes.
I want to try my best to pull up my little Baroness authority.
Nice.
And I looked to Gregoria and said, "This crowd will be ready to tear you apart."
We're going to cut to Dea. As Dea, you move past this crowd who's ready to chomp and bite at this man, this charlatan, and you go to reach for Lindsay, and she looks down at you, and there's that haze, that pained expression as she looks down. And Dea?
Yes, Xena, it's me. We're here. Are you feeling all right? We tried to. What's gotten into you? You don't talk
My
like this.
head. Dea, my head, it hurts.
Come on, we'll get Vina or Galenka. We'll take a look at you. We'll figure out what's happening. We tried to dispel a spell, but we couldn't figure out what it is. But we have everyone here. Come with me. Step down.
Okay. 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 She takes you quite literally as she just curls on the box, and she has her head to the wood as she is nails deep in the wood as she is in pain. Her body is tense, and her throat is. It looks as if she is about to cry, but that cry that people have when they are going to scream.
Yeah.
And Gala, you say that to Grigori, and he says, "You're not gonna fucking catch me." And he throws up
Wait,
a rod,
Tenderfoot?
and he clicks a button.
What the fuck?
Set a smoke
He's
stick.
invisible.
Oh my god, no! Fuck! I
Um,
hate invisible bitches!
God damn
There's
it.
many invisible bitches.
Shit, fuck, balls, ass.
Do I have to see people? Let me see some things.
Let's check.
Slay. When while this is happening, I do want to try something on Lindsay. I don't know if it'll work necessarily, but I think that Dea would try to do it anyway.
Yum, yum.
I see that Lindsay is kind of like in pain, and I'm keeping like my hands like on her, like I don't really want her to not be supported. So she's like down on the ground, I'm down with her. I want to try to have Solnishka use her Searing Restoration to like heal her. Again, I don't think that will get rid of what's happening, but I think that Dea wants to make sure that if any damage is happening, it's getting fixed.
Yeah. You do that, Solnishka, coming close and giving a pressure for Lindsay's small bones. I would like to. I'm going to do something with that really quick, but I want to hear what Gala and Perry are going to do because this is going to be a thing.
Yeah, I believe
He's
it.
invisible and running, correct?
You assume he is running. He is invisible.
Can I tell if he is running into the crowd or not? Like, did he maybe run into somebody?
You cannot see anything like that now.
Um, I
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad would it be if we told the crowd to, like, swing their arms?
just swing wildly, turn the place into a fucking mosh pit.
Mosh pit. I'm not. It'd be really bad. Oh god.
I don't know if this would work, but I did say it, and I think it's in character for Perry to do it. Whenever he saw the fucking rod be pulled out, he was gonna try and cast Tanglefoot on Grigori.
Let me look at that. Perry, why did you goont my fries? Send me Tanglefoot. Wanderer's Guide isn't loading fast enough.
Here's screenshots, and I can get actual like webpage if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a spell attack.
Yippee!
Come on.
Watch his AC be like 30 million.
Come on.
Uh,
You gotta try. Ah! Please.
Not 20 plus 11.
Yes, bitch!
Nat 20 plus 11. That's interesting.
31.
31. Let me check something.
We hate his stank pussy.
So I'm going to haunt you.
Oh god.
These things happened in conjunction. You do not know if it worked.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
It is Schrodinger's Tanglefoot, as he is invisible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Since Perry
yeah.
did that, could I try to, like, feel out into the Tanglefoot?
If you'd like, you can detect magic.
Yeah, I'll do that.
If he's nearby, you'll be able to detect it.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
There's no magic.
Damn it! I just kind of shake my head at Perry.
I say that, but as I'm assuming all of you are reaching out, you can feel him on the soapbox.
What?
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 Okay.
I'm trying
You
to
all
grab him.
reach up, and he is invisible. He is trapped by your
that sucks.
Tanglefoot.
That sucks for him.
Oh my god. Okay,
Now, I
that.
shouldn't just execute him, but I kind of want to.
Yeah. This only lasts for like 6 seconds, so Perry's like immediately. His strength is shit. He's trying to grapple.
I want to. I'm trying to figure out if I need to see him to cast message. I don't know if I want it to be said out loud or not. Because I can touch him, so I want to like try to message him. I want him. So you can
message
decide
who?
that. Grigori.
You can message Grigori if you can feel him.
Yeah. Kind of like I think like at wherever she touched him, she just kind of like clenches, like grips into him, and in his head he just hears, "You are going to get one chance to come peacefully with us. We have you now, but you have harmed my counselor. You do not get a second chance if you run now."
Gala, you hear a whisper in your mind. A woman's voice.
Uh-oh.
What?
Huh?
Oh,
Kill
no.
him.
Ah!
Uh,
What?
And you, Gala, feel Midge crawl off of you and scurry away. Dea, you are close to Lindsay as she is in this pain, this agony you do not understand as you see Midge climb onto the box and squeeze tight around Lindsay.
Like a comforting squeeze or like a constrictor squeeze?
Comfort.
Okay. Yeah.
In a way that is similar to ways you've seen Midge comfort Gala during her
Oh.
moments of distress.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Okay.
And you watch as Lindsay slowly gets up. The haze behind her eyes is gone, and she looks to Midge, sniffling, and she says, "Hi. When did you get here?"
Oh my gosh.
Gala, you listen close as Grigori whispers back your message. "Just let me go and I won't ever come back."
I have two wolves.
You really do.
There are two wolves inside
Are you gonna
of
listen to
you.
the voice or are you gonna fight it?
Oh,
Only you can make that decision for yourself.
I do have an audience.
Make your own choice. Nobody else hears this but Gala.
Mhm.
God, that's terrifying.
Also, always remember that there are guards nearby.
Yeah.
Oh, can
I
Well,
want. Go ahead. What are you wanting to do?
sorry, just real quick. While Perry is making a feeble attempt at grappling, can he call out for the guards to help him?
Yes, absolutely. You see Kirsten run up.
Slay.
Thank you.
Gala, what are you
Um,
doing?
Perry's already called for the guards.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want him to not have yet, I mean.
No. I had kind of come to a decision because if there's one thing Galilea craves, it is answers.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I need him alive.
Mm-hmm.
Still like not letting go of kind of like, I don't think she's capable of grappling him, but she does have like a threat grip on him of just like, and she just kind of shakes her head and says, "I need an explanation," out loud. So, but the more you work with me, the better I can try to make it.
So there's a funny thing about invisibility. Once a creature has become aware of you, you are no longer invisible. You are just concealed. What is it? There's a phrase for it.
There's like
but
steps.
There's steps. Because he has been completely pointed out by Perry, it is very easy for the guards to grab him before Tanglefoot disappears. And even as he is invisible, Grigori is you imagine on his knees as he says nothing for a moment and says, You can't see me. Yes, I agree to your terms.
All right. We. She just kind of looks towards the guards. We'll take him to the fort. I have questions for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Terrifying. I hate
Uh,
that statement.
And with that, I'm gonna say we get to go on break.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Before I pause, can I say one last thing?
Yeah.
Uh, uh, once again, sorry to Lindsay because Day is really overbearing when his friends are in danger. I imagine that he is still hovering around her even after she's calmed down and not in pain anymore.
She would absolutely not mind. Also, I'm assuming that you guys grabbed Warwick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need him.
Well,
'Cause we're about to fucking interrogate this bitch. We need some intimidation hookers.
Or some
Yeah.
crazy shit just went down.
Oh, how
Okay.
did
you
it go?
all
Oh,
almost
I
saw
see.
Galilea publicly
didn't go well.
execute him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, break.
We're gonna take our break.
All right, I'll pause.
I'm gonna go
Holy
get dinner.
shit. Okay, we're live. We can keep talking.
Hello. We come back and you guys have Grigori. He has willingly given up. Lindsay is, I imagine, with like a fire blanket or something, like those like security
Oh yeah,
blankets.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where
I'm
have you
gonna.
guys gone?
I don't know. We need to take him somewhere. Can I ask, would Lindsay prefer not to be there with us or to be there with us during the interrogation?
I think Lindsay would want to be away during
Okay.
the interrogation.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get Lindsay set up with someone else to be there for her.
I think Octavia would volunteer to take Lindsay back to her house
Mm-hmm.
and offer to like help calm her down. I think that Lindsay would actually say no and say that there's somebody else she'd like to see more right now.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh, her teacher.
Yeah.
before walking away.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm sorry. If I picked up on recording, it was just my phone vibrating.
Oh, okay.
My glasses broke again, so I have to do this on my phone.
That's so fair. That's so fair. Oh god, where are we gonna take this guy? I don't know if we've had to do an official interrogation
We're taking
yet.
him to the fort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like where in?
Clearly, because I think on God, the joke about it being just a spare room that we put guards in, I think is just gonna have to be it.
Honestly, yeah.
But it is gonna have to be a room with one door, no windows,
Yeah.
kind of situation.
100%.
There was a basement. There was a basement.
Oh my god, let's take him to the
That's
basement.
true.
We can turn
Yep.
that into the break.
Come into our wine cellar.
Something. Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine there's a wine cellar, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like a wine cellar and like an emergency larder.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna turn him to Fortunato.
Yep.
Whenever we go down, I definitely want guards posted at the stairs. I don't want there to be any chance he can get past us.
Yeah.
You guys have seen somebody get past you in this basement before, so
Yeah.
I don't doubt that you guys are on top of that. Yeah, there would be absolutely no problem with guards immediately stepping up and volunteering to protect people from this fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love a loyal guardsman.
Mm-hmm.
I guess once we like have him, I think like the first question out of Gala's mouth would be, so how long are we supposed to expect to talk to seemingly thin air?
That's a good one.
Oh, in the middle of him walking, it would have worn off.
Oh,
Fun
okay,
fact,
that's what I was
invisibility.
curious about. I wasn't sure how
Sorry.
long it was supposed to last.
Sorry, I forget that I'm not the only one obsessed with invisibility. Invisibility in Pathfinder only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
very
walk
short.
back and the wait for like emptying out a room to make sure he can't like use anything as like a weapon or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
he would have clicked back.
I see. Okay, then I did not say that.
Yeah, no, 100%.
What does he look like? I want the description of his stupid,
Yeah.
shameful expression. I want to know how bad. I want to see how badly he. I crave his
Suffering.
humiliation. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. We're going TikTok villain arc on this motherfucker. That's fine. He deserves it. I would say that he's extremely shameful. His hands are tied behind his back. His legs tied together. He is squatted down in against a wall, I would say. His face is not towards any of you. His hat is askew.
Bitch.
Can I'm sorry. Perry is a bit impulsive, and as soon as I thought about it, I was like, he might do that. Can he take his hat?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You can take the hat. I'll say it's
He's-
like worth like 2 gold.
Can take the hat.
If somebody else wants to go forward, then they can, but I think Dea's still, like, shaken and pissed. And I know a question he's immediately going to ask this guy. I don't think he's composed at all. What did you do to her?
Who? To the halfling?
Yes.
Do you
I
not
used the
even?
tool I was given.
What do you
Did the
say?
what? I didn't hear you.
I used a tool that I was given.
From who? Just your own bardic abilities, or?
No, it was given to me in case of other bards.
From
is it?
who?
Oh, go ahead first.
No, you're good. I want to know. I've had suspicions that he's a spy this whole time. I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Gala said from who, and then Dea, did you say the same thing?
I said, where is it? Like the tool?
He would wiggle his shoulders and arms as a show, and he says, "Well, I can't reach it like this."
Tell me where it
You
is
can
and
tell us
I'll
what
get
it is.
it.
My cape.
Okay, awesome. While Galilea is asking that other question, I'm getting it from him.
Yeah. You reach around him as Gala, he looks to you and he says, "I'm working for certain benefactors."
No, that's not good enough. You're gonna tell us the name right now, or I'm gonna break one of your fingers.
Yes!
Oh my
No.
god!
Hey, yo.
Hey, Warwick,
Oh
let's
my
go, bitch!
god!
Warwick
Oh my
fucking
God.
Reeves is in the building.
Is that intimidation?
Yes, yes it is.
Get his ass!
Please roll intimidation.
That is a 23.
He looks at you and he spits at your leg and he says, "You don't scare me."
Warwick, you can react however you like to that, but I do wanna just I wanna uh
Are you gonna hit him?
hang on. No, I've this close too though. I think Gal is just gonna grab his like face and turn him towards her and said, "But I know you're scared of me."
Ooh.
Am I?
Scared enough that you gave yourself up. I could have let the crowd tear you apart. They wanted to. She lets go. I've had suspicions that you are a spy. I think giving up your, in air quotes, certain benefactors is in your best interest now.
Hannes Drelev.
What's the? I don't think I have sense motive, or do I? I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's a
has
normal
sense
roll.
motive.
Everybody can do
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
the insight roll.
I
Yeah.
will
Okay.
say, if you want to detect if he is lying, it is a critical. You need to get a critical success to tell if somebody is lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sense motive in
Can
Pathfinder
I-
is kind of more just like, are they acting normally or under the influence of magic?
Okay.
Can I also do a sense motive?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I'd like to at least like try and nudge Faye
Oh,
on
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100%. I will always encourage you guys to make rolls. Just know that I'm allowed to lie to you, please.
Yeah.
that.
Also, when people lie to you, it is normally because lying is also its own action, so that is also usually up against like perception DCs, like automatically.
Okay.
Is secret roll.
Yeah. So like if somebody was lying to you and they did like badly on it, you would also know then.
I also don't think it's crazy to say this. This guy is probably really good at lying.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
if he's a
Yeah.
motherfucking bar that
And a
just
spy.
says whatever he wants to.
And a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the most obvious thing to do when someone says that.
Oh no, like I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just like that we have options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always. Are you guys rolling?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought it was a.
I
secret
thought it
roll.
was a secret roll.
Since yeah.
Sense motive is
Oh my
secret
God.
roll.
I do have to roll.
Sorry, friend.
I assume so that way it would help you like lie to us if you need to.
This is correct. Neither of you can detect that he is under the influence of magic, and he seems to be acting as normal.
Okay.
Mhm.
So he's not compelled to do this at the very least.
Could be compelled with coin.
Well, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could pick
Try
up the
giving him a taste of his own medicine. He said he was with Drelev?
Yeah.
Hannes Drelev.
Yeah. Who's the
What?
leader of
Yeah, it's
Fort
the leader
Drelev.
of
So
Drelev.
What, how do you
I'll
spell
put
his
it
first
in.
name?
I'll put it in. It's
Oh, I want to see if you
Right?
spell this right. Yes.
Oh my god, yay!
Yay!
I knew they were bitches.
Yeah.
He could always still be lying to us though.
Yeah.
yeah. Because he is like if he's lying, he's choosing a good one to lie about.
Because
Yeah.
we already believe that they're against us anyway.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. 5D chess politics.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's Drelev.
God, have I gotten a hold of this thing yet?
Yeah. You rummage around his stuff, and you do not only just find a small rod. You take out 4 unidentified bottles of a mysterious liquid,
Hmm.
separated by 2. 2 and 2.
Oh my
2
god.
different mysterious liquids in sets of 2. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Total of 4 bottles, 2 different liquids.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm putting them to the side because I can check those as because I have alchemy. But I'm mostly just trying to see what's up with this thing while everybody's talking to him.
Yeah. Let me look at it really quick. Let me give you a description.
Hmm.
You see that this is a tiny item.
Okay.
It is a green metal baton. It is shiny, and there is 3 buttons.
Okay. Is there any way I can try to identify it without using it? Because I can technically try to use it, but I'm also scared. It's also totally fair if I can't identify it. There's been a lot of unique things in the Stolen Lands. A lot of never before seen shit.
Actually, yeah, I'll let you try to identify it.
Okay, Slay. I don't know how to do that.
What role should I do for this?
It is. Oh, yeah.
we're- I'm in a pickle. I can't tell anybody why I'm in a pickle, but
If you want, I can show you my stats and then roll the d20 and you can just add something to it if you don't want to tell me what exactly I'm rolling.
show me your stats in general.
Okay, I will do this.
I'm trying to figure out what role I'm gonna make this.
Yeah, feel free.
If it helps, if it has just the magical tag and no other like School of Magic tag, it can be any.
Roll
Nope,
society.
you roll it.
Society.
Roll
Haha,
me a
I don't
society.
identify things. Wow. I will. Plus. Dea, you look at this and you are not entirely stumped. You can tell that this is what was used. You have no idea what this is.
That's scary. Okay. Alright. I'll let the others do some more questioning and maybe I'll turn to the vials next.
Hi, others.
When we first were dealing with Grigori, didn't we remember him being there for a long time? Was that what it was?
He has been living here since Lumo was basically established, but you guys did not see him until about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I just wanted to clarify, just to make sure that I understood the story that we currently had of him. To figure out also like how long this operation's been going for.
No, 100%.
Do you know if Drelev has sent others like you to any of the other new kingdoms?
No. What kind of spy would I be if I knew everything going on?
Just one that lacks curiosity. That's all.
If you're a spy, you shouldn't be curious.
Supposed to be curious, just not in the direction your superiors don't want you to be.
And this is why you're world leaders and not in Daggermark. What else?
Was the point of this just to destabilize a new kingdom?
I imagine.
You don't even know.
No, I was just told to give updates, cause problems.
They are paying you for this?
Oh, absolutely. I am paid rather handsomely.
How much?
I was going to make you an offer. I am being paid 100 gold a month. If you all pay me 300 gold now, I'll leave.
You know we have
That's-
no way to trust you.
No, this is not a good offer. You have to balance the scales a bit. Come on, it's 101.
The problem being, I don't imagine the people of Loomer who have spent quite a while riling up would receive the sudden disappearance of the person who's been casting magic on them en masse suddenly disappearing. So, in a way, it might benefit us more to stabilize our population and their trust in us if we were to publicly deal with you somehow.
Oh, you're
You
going to
making an offer.
execute. You're going to execute a figure from a different country?
I did not say that.
Oh, but an implication is an implication all the same. I will note that.
You do understand that this figure from another country snuck into our kingdom to slander us. And if they make a move against us, then they're giving themselves away. That you were here at all, and that you belong to them at all.
And that's just a part of the game.
Then you're a lost piece to the game. You're dead to them now.
Even if we let you go, either assumption from the people, whether we killed you in secret or if they think we let you go, neither of them are particularly good visuals on us. We could just as simply considering you're our first official criminal in Luma, all we have to do is tell people that you're being investigated and tell people that you are serving your sentence, so to speak. I don't see how it benefits any of us to let you go.
He doesn't have a response.
Fair enough.
He's doing a shit job of defending himself.
Yeah.
What's there to defend, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he knows he's fucked, which is the
Yeah.
issue, because now I don't know if he's going to be as talkative, but
Gregory,
this-
I have. Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
Gregory, I have a question for you.
Is it another threat?
No.
Okay.
Your superiors don't tell you anything. Do you tell your superiors things that you learn while you're here? Give updates?
Yes, I tell them of incompetent leaders running this kingdom.
And how do you communicate this? Do you send mail?
Yes. The postage.
Okay.
That seems like a dangerous way to relay information.
Yeah.
That's what a fire is for.
It's not like we can check every letter that leaves the country. Hides in plain sight.
Mhm.
Hey God.
Heyo.
Can I identify these strange liquids?
Yes.
You have my
I
crafting
kick down the
bonus.
door and I run to my dice. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can identify them. There are 2 lesser healing potions and 2 infiltrators elixirs.
Okay, I want to look what that
Ooh,
is.
sneaky little bastard.
That's the thing Altair has.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, the thing
Ah.
that can make you look like other, like, not like other people, but like
Uh-huh.
a
Alter your
different person.
appearance. Yeah.
I will send it into here for the general public.
I will explain it to the general public.
Oh, do you want to explain it?
Oh, no, I just think Dea does it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dea is explaining it as he's figuring out what it is.
Have you used these before?
Well, it was my escape plan, so no.
What was your plan long term with controlling Lindsay? You know that was a risky move. Was
But
that like
isn't
your grand finale, or?
it interesting how easy it was to make the crowd more wild? My spell caught their attention, but she caught them going. If she had gone on any longer, your entire nation would have fallen.
Because they listen to her.
She's from 2 nations built from holes made out of dust. She's built on sand. People will trust her when she says that a land is a lost cause.
Tell me, Grigori. And Dea's gonna squat down to be eye level with him. And is gonna pull up the rod and say, tell me what these buttons do.
No.
You don't want me to try them here. Tell me what they do.
No.
You're awfully adamant about this when you've shared so much already.
I don't care. No.
Can Perry try something?
Sure.
I don't think it's gonna work because we've threatened him already.
Are you gonna try charm?
Yes, combined with another blood spell, so I can give him a -1 to will to try and
I
negate
will,
the +4 a bit.
sir, you can try, but
He's probably gonna
I
have a
will
good
not
save.
promise a good chance of success. What's the check?
It is a will save. He would get a +4 circumstance, but prior to casting Charm, Perry is going to cast Tanglefoot again just to have vines kind of wrap around his legs, and that's going to give him the -1, so it'll be a +3 circumstance bonus instead.
Okay. Ooh. +4, essentially?
No, +3 because he has a -1.
Okay. How does a 42 sound?
Jesus
my God.
Christ!
I was about to
The
point
f-
out that it also has the incapacitation thing where like higher level characters do better on it, but I don't think I have to say that anymore.
Jesus
Yeah, no, not at all.
Christ. Okay.
So that was a critical success. So he is aware that I tried to charm him.
He doesn't seem startled by this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it? He's a spy bard from another country.
mm,
You gotta be kind of good at your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave his offer of leaving.
his offer was stupid.
It was a bad
Yeah,
offer.
I still
His
I still
offer
don't
was
believe it.
shit.
There's
Yeah,
we
and that's
have
what the book
literally
gave me, so I don't know what you want.
Well, does he have truly like he couldn't offer to be a double crossing spy.
literally.
It's literally
Oh.
right there.
I will say that you are near Daggermark. And that is the I'm gonna give a little TDLR. You're near Daggermark. It is a river kingdom that is established off of the guild of assassins and poisoners. And it is a guild through and through. It is a union. And they do not take well to double crossers on jobs
Okay.
Fair
or the
enough.
guild.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I was just like I feel like that's basic spy getting caught 101.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
Who will win? My bard with +20 to will saves? Or
Hmm.
It's like you said, we can just tell the public that we've apprehended him and that he's serving a sentence, and we can just keep him locked up for now.
Should we try contacting Drelov directly?
We could.
Not yet.
If we do, that might start a war.
Yeah, how it'll be received could be either or. They could also try and argue that we're imprisoning one of their citizens unlawfully. If they wanted to fight, which it seems like they do.
Be kind of stupid to send a spy that was officially one of their citizens.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's been here since the beginning of
It would be
Lubat.
better
Oh, I guess
off
that's
to
fair.
cut him off. Yeah, it'd be better because it's a lot easier to cut ties with him
Mm-hmm.
if he's just not one of their citizens.
And
And then they
based
can
on-
also get the hypothetical of when he gets caught. It's like, oh well, he's not one of ours. We didn't know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And based on what he said, he's a hired spy from Daggermark, so not one of their own,
Yeah.
easily detached.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to be careful
Good
about how we
cover-up.
approach it. Yeah.
I don't think we should say anything until we start getting possibly an army started up. I don't have a good feeling about this.
I don't either. I think Day is gonna go to stand up. I think he talked big game, but I don't think he has the stomach for it. So I think he's just gonna pocket the item and take the potions because he's not gonna be using them.
And Warwick's not gonna break a finger because he technically answered the question.
Yeah, it's like I want to, but it's no, that's a little too bad. All right, fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Dea doesn't have a stomach for violence like that. He was just really upset when he came down.
If I break
Uh,
his finger now for no reason when he answered what I asked him to, I think that's an alignment shift at that point.
Yeah.
That is torture.
Dea,
What's
can
up, Sal?
Dea, can I see the rod?
I have to ask, are you going to try to use it?
Yes.
I don't feel comfortable with that. I want to try to take it apart. I saw how it affected Lindsay, and if that could accidentally happen to any of you, I would not be able to live with myself. I'm sorry.
I understand. We should probably make long-term arrangements for him.
We should.
Could
So
we-
I think, can I detect magic on Grigori real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to check to see if he's got anything left on him.
I will say, it's an AoE.
Yeah, no, I know. I
Okay.
don't know if I can try to move the AoE to try to make it so that way like most of it is
You
like
can also
I can,
choose
you know
to
what I mean?
ignore the magic items that we have because you're aware of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
No.
just wanted to be like very clear about that.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just don't want to cause myself confusion later whenever I listen back to this. There's no magic. There's no magic items in this room. Ignoring all the items on your friends, there is no magic here.
I would still like to take away all of his things and bound his hands a bit tighter and perhaps muffle his mouth so he cannot speak.
I was about to bring up the
Mhm.
fact that I would like his mouth to be bound very much. I don't want any chances of him escaping again.
Yeah. It can be taken off during meal times, supervised with multiple guards, and that's it. He's proven that his words are poisonous.
Well, we should make the arrangements. The sooner we get this figured out, the better.
Yeah.
He has no objections. He simply is carried away. You solved the plot of Grigori.
Yeah.
No,
Good.
he's still
old
around.
Lord.
This doesn't ever get easier, does it?
I think it only is getting harder.
I'd love to consider holding a trial for him, but I don't think that'll go over well.
I worry that he might try to get out of it. I worry. I also thought the idea of a trial sounded nice, but maybe I'm a bit more wary of bards now.
If
Yeah.
we give him any kind of stand,
Mm-hmm.
for him to walk up to and spin words again, it won't go over well. Maybe once we figure out who hired him, we can consider releasing him.
Mhm.
If what he says is true, then he's just a hired mercenary for all purposes.
I think that sounds like it would be nice if we can get enough evidence and, I suppose, neutralize the threat he poses. I don't want him to rot there in the end.
I don't plan, and I don't think any of us planned on keeping him there forever, no.
I think that's where I'm gonna end the episode. And I'm gonna let you all take a long rest in your homes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Deja just wants everybody to be safe for once. That would be very
Yeah.
cool if everybody
And
could be safe for once.
This was our aside from about to go to the orphanage time.
Yeah, we're still
this
having
was
Yeah.
switched
just a
around
side
children.
comment.
Like, this isn't
Hey,
a
what's up with
win.
Lindsay? Oh, that's so crazy. Yeah, we're just gonna go check really quick. Hey, what the hell is happening?
That was fucked up.
Hey, hey, Ash, I have a question.
What's up?
Because the original plan for dealing with Grigori was that Perry was going to be the one to do it. If a PC is in Lindsay's place for that, does that also happen?
So this is a little bit of a tricky wicket because
Uh-huh.
it is. I don't think this is an exaggeration. There was a mental effect on Lindsay.
Yeah.
I would not like want. I don't want to do that to players. I don't like taking like
Control of
Agency
Oh,
away.
yeah. I don't like taking away full agency, I don't like taking full control, taking away full agency. Very rarely will I like be like, hey, I'm going to like use your lack of agency as a way to scare you. I would not have done that to Perry, no.
Okay.
I mostly did this as a way because it's fun. Did you pause the episode? Did you stop it?
I didn't actually, because I wanted to bring something up to you because I completely forgot that there was something I was going to ask you about, and this is something I had talked to Sarah about. Do you want us to do
Yep.
the amulet thing now or next time?
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god, that's right, Ada. I love that. I love that question. Yeah, let me grab some music.
Slay.
Woo!
Sorry for the horrors you guys might have to listen to.
If any of you guys would like to do amulet touching really quick, you guys can too.
I mean, if Galilea's gonna do anything, it's gonna touch a weird magic item.
What I really need to calm down after a stressful day. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
really, I mean, for Dea, it's been awesome. So, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, music time. Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Uh, Sarah, did we decide that Dea was going to approach Perry about it, or do you think Perry would have the idea first?
I think I'm imagining, because Deo was very outwardly upset today.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to imagine Perry like checks up on him and stuff, and some point later is like, I want to do something to try and cheer him up. He likes that amulet.
He does. He has a great time touching that amulet.
And so he's gonna bring the amulet to Dea.
You guys wanted to touch it at the same time, correct?
We
Mhm.
did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
For context, before we describe this, I have this very specific image where I think that they're like intentionally planning to do this. Whether before or after doing it solo. And I want like one of Daya's hands to be holding Perry's, and I want like the amulet to be like in Perry's other hand, and like Daya's gonna put his hand over Perry's. Like I want them to be sitting on the ground, sleepover style, to try this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleepover style, both of you are sat down. Comfortable. As comfortable you can be in your stress. There's a solace in togetherness, in knowing that others have you for the future. And you guys combine the touch onto the amulet. And I need both of you to take 5 bleeding damage
Okay.
as you feel a terrible shock in your bodies. The second your skin touches and the amulet is between your palms, you feel a terrible static shock
Okay.
as both of you feel like there is a pin in the palm of your hand, and you look and your hand is bleeding,
Oh my god.
and both of you watch as blood sucks into the necklace,
What?
and you watch the leaf inside pulse like a heartbeat.
What?
What the fuck? Oh,
I'm about to ask a fucked up question. If I don't move away, does that keep happening? Like, do we take more damage the longer we touch this thing?
No, it doesn't happen again.
Okay. Daya lets go and looks at it and says, I didn't know it could do that.
I didn't know either. Fur's gonna kind of like pick it up and like look at the leaf real close and just kind of mutter like, "What are you?"
You're talking to a necklace.
Yep.
Yeah. If we touch it by ourselves, is it normal again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daya, you get a pleasant, loving memory, and Perry, you get the scene with the young lady, and it is the normal thing where it is a lot of silence and you trying to communicate, and she gets one word in and then it clips out.
Man.
Man. I feel like every time I have an idea, it changes the rules. You know?
Yes, I can't quite make out what it wants, if anything. Have we? I can't remember. Have one of us tried to wear it yet? Like, not just
I
touch?
think I did, but I'm not
Okay.
seeing the lady though. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have.
Gala wore it as her test. She got a memory and then it was just a necklace. It was just a statement piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Perry will try wearing it.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You really gave me more questions. I thought I was gonna mess around with this necklace puzzle, but I'm just as confused, so that's kind of all I had for it.
Yeah.
Heart.
Heart. The other two
Heart.
can touch it if they want.
Nope. Don't bring that shit near me. I'm not fucking with it.
That's the
Or said,
devil.
don't fucking touch me.
This is the thing that he's kept since the beginning. He's like, I will touch it once, but it is doing weird shit to you guys.
Yeah, no,
You're too
100%.
obsessed with it. Quit
Mhm.
doing experiments on it. Stay away from it.
No, I love
But it's so lovely.
Oh
It feels
my
so nice.
no.
But how would the cats get killed if I don't indulge in curiosity?
How else will I get my little serotonin boosts?
Warwick, real life sigh. Stuck with fucking nerds, cursed. That's Warwick's real curse, having to live
Yeah.
with us.
He's living with
Oh.
all of the horror movie protagonists.
Yeah.
For real, all you bitches would be like, hello? Who's there? I'm gonna go investigate. And Warwick's like, that's how you die. And they're like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Warwick said
actually, I
it's
have
none
a
of my
question.
business.
The voice I heard. Because
Yes.
I've heard the Green Lady's voice before.
No, it did not match the Green Lady's voice.
Oh my god, that was something else.
I don't know if you heard it or not. I can't remember if you were here. I'm worried that it might have been Midge.
I think it's Midge. I love
Yeah.
her.
Somebody said while you were gone that it also could have been your, like, fucking patron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Scary.
That's crazy.
Your patron got beef
Ooh.
with spies and also the fort.
Hey,
Galilei
it's kind
from
of a
the future.
bitch.
I just said Galilei from the future.
Oh,
If that was my fucking patron, it's just me from the fucking future.
Could be kind of sick.
it's a lot of Grim Grimoire.
Yeah, could be kind of sick.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
That would be awesome.
Mhm.
I'd have to invent what future Galileo looks like.
Nope, because I would have already done that by now.
That's true.
Don't worry, I know who your patron is.
Oh, she's green. She turns green. She's actually the hag. No, not hag. Not a hag.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's a sorcerer.
and Sorcel.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's Perry in the future.
Yeah, Perry, you're gonna look like that
Man.
one day.
Warwick even made that joke. He was like, Perry, is that what you're gonna look like? Because it was like a fucking Fey touch sorcerer, a human old woman.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, sorry to extend the session after you said we'll stop. I can stop recording now. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, do you not like our gaffs?
No, I love
No,
you
I
guys,
love
but I
you
don't want it
guys.
to be. I don't want it to be annoying.
Never annoying. Sometimes I was re-listening to the episode and sorry, you can stop the recording.
Okay, I'll stop the recording.